Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Reconnect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. I am Teresa Lawrence, your host. And in the last segment, my sister, Dr. Beatriz Olson, shared with us some of the insights from her book, Mind, Body, Secrets. I just want to share with you that this book is true leadership in action. It is leadership in the medical field, and the information in this book is timeless, because it talks about mindset, and my whole thing is the power of your mind determines the outcome of your life. The best part of this book is the leadership aspect, because leadership, true leadership, means you are in total control of your circumstance. That means you're not a victim. You don't blame people for your circumstances. You take control of them and you change them. In terms of people's health, it's true. There are medical situations where we need help and we need intervention. Starting with the mindset of I can get better is the first step in becoming healthy. And my sister's journey of coming to the United States and then being overwhelmed with an entirely different way of eating that she wasn't used to, and her journey into, or her struggle in becoming an overweight child and having to figure out how to rein in her eating patterns and her mindset of what was causing this and the criticism she was getting, and her journey into going into medicine. And actually, as a result of that experience, I honestly believe every experience is a gift. It is, everything that happens to us is a gift, even as painful as it may be. You just need to find the gift that's there, because it's there. It's going to change your trajectory and give you gifts you can't even imagine. You just have to view those experiences as gifts. That experience of my sister, which was extremely painful, led to this great book. So from my perspective, it was all a gift. In this book, there are meditations. I firmly believe in meditation, and it's fun. You know, sometimes, you know how fun it is to do a meditation? You're like, my sister did that? I mean, it's just cool. It's just very, very cool. That is my perspective on this book. I am just deeply grateful that she took time out of her busy schedule to be here. It was entirely fun and very satisfying to have her on. So, Beatriz, I know you're going to watch this or listen to it, so thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Since we're talking about Cuban sisters who are authors, I want to share with you that I have two books. I have a little leadership book for children, but it's really a transformational book called Gloriousness, and it was inspired by that immigrant story of moving to the United States and being separated and having to live with strangers as a child and being scared and not knowing what to do, and then learning the power of story. My book, Gloriousness, teaches children how to process their emotions and develop the skills to know that no matter what happens to them, they get to tell the story. It's nobody else's story. It doesn't have to come out badly. It actually can turn out glorious, hence the name, Gloriousness. And the reason that book came about is because my Cuban grandmother gave me a doll, and she said, and she wasn't educated. That's the interest. She wasn't educated at all, but that woman was brilliant, and she knew the power of story. She knew how to weave a story through community and build community, and she gave me that doll because she knew I was terrified and we were going to have a difficult time. And she said, tell your story to this doll, no matter what happens. Make it glorious. And she was right, because when my family got to the United States and we scattered, and I was alone, yes, I lived with my brother and my mom for 3 months, but then they all went to school and I didn't. I stayed and I had that doll and all I did was tell stories to that doll. And it helped me through that until I didn't need the doll anymore. It was about mastery of the story and the power of story and what it can do. And it can empower a child to not be scared and to dream of being a princess or being an astronaut or being anything that that child can imagine. And that's what the book Gloriousness does. It empowers the children to tell stories, to create their vision. My other book is for adult children. And it's called The Power of Leadership with M. Teresa Lawrence. And my chapter in that book is called The Leadership of Play. And the reason it's called The Leadership of Play is that I believe life begins outside the comfort zone, and people don't like to experience pain. They just don't, in fear. And I know I don't. The only reason I am here speaking to you is because I have a vision of giving out my book to immigrant children throughout the world and to give out other inspirational children's books and to have children's programs all over the world to empower children to have happiness and joy and inspiration. And I'm here because of that vision. I never imagined myself public speaking. I never imagined myself traveling the world to speak to communities. That vision got me here, and it's going to keep me doing this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. So the power of dreaming, the power of setting a goal and going for it will get you to lean into the fear and to go after your dreams. But it's one thing to ask somebody to lean into fear. It's another thing to ask them, come play with me. Let's go explore the possibilities. I'm very gifted that I have found mentors along the way that have helped me to have fun and just jump right in. I wanted to do this so badly that I had never spoken in public before, and I hopped on a plane, and I was a keynote speaker on the Kenya's Keynote Speakers Tour 2003. My first speaking gig was in front of 500 students, and I was shaking so hard that they all started applauding, and I started crying. By the time I was done with that trip, I was speaking comfortably in front of 3,000 students, and it was an incredible experience. So definitely lean into the fear, join the leadership of play. You will thank me for it. If you are a parent and you have a child that seems reserved, that needs help processing emotions, I really encourage you to buy my book and to play act the characters in the book. It's all about learning how to tell stories and how to play act. And children need to feel safe being who they are and exploring their dreams. And they're often shut down because of what they're going through. So if you are a parent that wants to help a child express their emotions, buy my book and then dress up with them and have them create their own characters, their own gloriousness, and put their name next to us. You know, Glorious Amanda, Glorious Tess, Glorious Joseph, Glorious Grace, and have them draw up pictures. They can create their own books. That's the beauty of it. My books are now available on Amazon. Search my name, M. Teresa Lawrence. And you can also find out more information about me on my website, which is mteresalawrence.com, mteresalawrence.com. This is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show, and I am your host, M. Teresa Lawrence. We are here every Sunday at 3 p.m. and available on all of your favorite streaming platforms. We're now going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports.